Welcome to NBA Today with Malika Andrews, live from Los Angeles.
NBA Cup adds a little more energy to the games, brings more of a playoff atmosphere.
Some people are built for these moments, some aren't. We definitely are, and it shows.
The New York Knicks are NBA Cup champions.
Hey, welcome to NBA Today. I'm Malika Andrews. And today, for the first time in my lifetime, and maybe yours, the Knicks, they're champions. NBA Cup champions, that is. And this is where we begin our show. So start spreading the news. There's orange and blue skies. I can't sing, but I do know this. Winning the Cup, the Knicks players, they take home a pretty penny, over $530,000 each. Well, every member of the Spurs, they're going to get $212,000 as the bonus of being the runner-ups here. And I know that is a whole lot of llamas. So the cards are on the table. Let's head to Las Vegas, Shanae Perk, because this is the best NBA Cup Finals game that I think we have gotten yet here. We're going to pick this one up with all the theatrics mid in the first quarter. Watch us play from Karl Anthony Towns here, because you can see he gets trapped. He's watching. He spots OG Anunoby. Look at this dime.
I was shocked he was able to find the vision. You said, earlier, Jokic-esque pass. I like that. I like that term.
And around Wemby. Like, being able to make that pass around a 7-7 alien is crucial, but...
This play got me out of my seat
well,
right
this
here.
Is where you say, clear the way for the Pineapple Express.
Yes!
Again, another assist by Stephon Castle. 12 on the night, but Fazell went snatched the screws out the rim.
Well, Anunoby got dunked on there. He kept the Knicks in it, really, in the first half. He had 20 points, Shanae, on 8 of 10 shooting. This is his only 20-point half of the season. The Knicks trailed by 2 at the break.
When you have a big game, he shows up in a big way because he is a big guard. Physicality, knockdown shots, he was clean last night.
Well, big, how about huge? Vassell finds Victor Wembanyama.
Hey, reverse.
This was sick. Off the vert, with someone in front of you, I'm just going to catch it.
Did you try to do that when you watched that? I was like, I tried to do it in my couch, on my couch last night.
Jalen Brunson taking it all the way.
Oh, clean snap.
Come here.
Yes.
Come here.
But know this, the Knicks, they still trailed by 5, right, entering the fourth quarter. And entering Tuesday night, New York 0-7 on the season when trailing through 3 quarters. But experience here, it matters. In the fourth quarter, the Knicks bench would step up here. Mitchell Robinson finds Jordan Clarkson. Yakum hits the 3 there. And then the next Knicks possession here, Anunoby can't get it to go. But again, finds Clarkson. He was huge here for New York, Perk.
All night long. Look, that's what they've been missing. That's what they've been waiting on. We know Jordan Clarkson is a walking bucket.
But this was a Kodak moment for Tyler Kolek, because the Knicks bench combined for 18 points, 7 of 14 shooting, 12 rebounds in the fourth quarter. His fingerprints all over this.
Music to New Yorkers' ears, bench being productive.
You know what else is? Go New York,
go New York, go!
Because Brunson finished with 25 in this game. Again, final touches here, Anunoby, dagger. And with that, Anunoby finishes with a game-high 28 points. The New York Knicks, they are your 2025 NBA Cup champions. Here's Jalen Brunson on the Knicks building off this win.
A game like this, an environment like this, you don't really see around the NBA too often. And so we got to take advantage of the experience that we got here. And those guys will. And but I think most importantly from all of us is that the way we stuck together.
For us to be in a position to say that we won and we're the champions, and to have this dope-ass shirt on with the Knicks saying champions is a humbling and an honor.
It was a great win by our guys for a lot of different reasons. One of the things, excuse me, I just had a beer.
Go crazy, Mike Brown, because it's not exactly an NBA championship, but it is the first time that the Knicks have won an NBA title of any kind since winning the 1973 NBA Finals. And this was a tremendous win for the New York Knicks here. And yes, we made sure to choose a picture where Josh Hart, his hands squarely on Jalen Brunson's shoulders right here.
Thank you.
But it wasn't just these two.
Crazy.
It was the bench that was doing so much work here in this one. But we know, Perk, it starts with their star, Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely. Big body Brunson, Malika, and he was huge. Hey, look, Knicks fans, this is recess before PE, what you saw last night. And it started with big body Brunson. We know that he's a walking bucket, but it was the trust for me. We know that all the time people are going to gear up because he's one of the best closers in today's game in the fourth quarter. But I want you to look how many bodies is around him. You have all guys that are looking at Jalen Brunson. Kolak does an excellent job of back cutting. The trust is there. He was in double figures off the bench last night. Now we run into this next clip. Jordan Clarkson. I love this this guard-to-guard screen. Even though he got away with an illegal screen, all of a sudden the trust is there.
Yeah.
Clarkson gets a beautiful pump fake in the lane for the nice teardrop floater. But that's the trust, put them up 5 at a crucial point. But that's what you need. If the Knicks are trying to go win a championship, yes, it's going to be led by Big Body Brunson, as you can see, leads the team with 31.5 points over the last 6 games, a little over 6 assists in the last 6 games, span MVP caliber.
But also, Jalen Brunson, he can't do bad all by himself if he's not only trying to win an NBA Cup championship, which you check off, but also an NBA championship. You need someone that's committed to making the winning plays. Insert OG Anunoby. I love these plays because this was an isolation play because they know he's physical. He gets to his spot, the elbow, leans in, takes the contact, and was able to finish. These are the types of games that help you win playoff series, that swing the momentum. On this, talk about the ball swinging. Kolek attacks. Corner 3, he had 28 on the night. He had 3 corner 3s. These are automatic. These are layups to him, especially in moments like this. OG Anunoby is the only player on the Knicks roster that has won a championship. So when it delivers the most, that's what he does. But also, y'all, he won the Defensive Player of the Year.
Not
Defensive
the
Player of the Game. You got the Timbs, you got the hard hat. He had the hardware. He was looking cool.
And so, when he's looking like this, he has a reason to, right, Janae? Because the Knicks, they're now 16-6 when Anunoby scores 25 or more across the regular season and playoffs, and now the Cup final. Although I know technically those stats don't count. Maybe we should change that. I still think that 40-20 game from AD a couple of years ago needs to be in the record books. But our Brian Windhorst, he's always setting records, and he's with us here as well. Brian, we knew the Knicks, we know they're going for something bigger here, but what you learn in the Cup can runneth over, if you will, to the rest of the season. So what did this win show you?
Yeah, we've seen this in the last couple of years, teams that have long runs in the Cup, it ends up paying off later. And I want to talk about the Knicks bench here. Now, Jalen Brunson had a good game. He won the MVP of the NBA Cup, but he had an average fourth quarter, had 6 points. Karl Towns was bothered by a leg injury. He didn't score in the fourth. Their bench delivered here. Tyler Kolek was plus 45. Ooh. In the 3 knockout rounds of this event. What an amazing number. And then Mitchell Robinson, how about 15 rebounds in 18 minutes? Jordan Clarkson comes off. He's been struggling shooting the 3. He drills 3 threes in this game off the bench. That fourth quarter scoring was delivering that cup to the Knicks. That they need this kind of bench production. Maybe not in every game. If they're going to go anywhere long term, it's going to be Jalen Brunson who takes them there. But the bench was suspect all last season. They retrofitted it. Mike Brown showed trust in it when it mattered, and it delivered for them. That's a big thing to take away from this win.
And you have to be able to win in lots of different ways if you want to win 16 and get a ring ultimately in the playoffs. And we saw that, particularly in the fourth quarter experience in this game, it won out. I do want to get to the San Antonio Spurs side of all of this thing because it was a heck of a run, and they can certainly build on it. But after the loss, Victor Wembanyama, he was emotional in his post-game presser. Take a listen.
Sorry, I lost somebody today. I'll take one more question.
Vic, what can you guys learn from this experience? A game that counts but doesn't, being on this stage, where will this team grow from this?
I guess it's the best practice for important games because it's of course our focus is already on the playoffs, and it's the biggest time. Playoffs are going to be the biggest time of the year, so I guess it's good that we got this experience today.
So our Michael C. Wright reported that earlier on Tuesday, Victor had learned that he'd lost his grandmother. So certainly our thoughts are with the entire Wembanyama family, and I commend him for speaking to reporters through what was clearly a really, really tough time for him. On the floor, though, it was such a treat to watch Victor Wembanyama and see this Vegas run really through his eyes here, Shanae.
Honestly, every day that we have the privilege of experiencing Victor Wembanyama, I get more and more impressed with him.
Yeah.
For how he conducted himself throughout that game, given the personal adversity he was going through, but also how he never runs from the smoke. He was out for 29 days, came back in the Cup semis versus the Thunder, who many people thought were unbeatable, and he has this unwavering belief that he should win every game, and that belief is now contagious because now the San Antonio Spurs, despite the loss in the final, they have the best collection of young talent in the NBA. Back-to-back Rookies of the Year, #2 pick in Dylan Harper. They are 4th in the West. They are ahead of schedule, but honestly, it feels right on time with what Victor Wembanyama was able to do. Every day, he's a joy, he's a delight, and I do love how he conducts himself.
And where have you been all our lives? No, real talk, we've been waiting on a young guy to embrace this like Victor Wembanyama has. Last night, I'm checking out the game and run this clip. This was a moment that I watch everything. Victor Wembanyama is not on the floor. Cornette gets a lob. Look who's the first person up off the bench over there. Right? This is the guy that should be starting. This is the championship. See, like, the fans, they don't understand stuff like this. Yes. When you see a guy off the bench. This is called leadership.
Yes.
This is being young with an old soul, baby. And if I'm the Spurs, I'm walking away from this and I'm feeling great. That was a great loss and a great moment for the San Antonio Spurs because they're going to build from this. They're going to walk into the film room, and if you're the head coach of the Spurs, you should be excited about watching film on this game.
Yeah, and when you're looking at this, Brian, I mean, Victor was also on a minutes restriction in this game, so he wasn't really able to fully unleash everything that we've grown accustomed to seeing from Victor.
Yeah, when he is able to move through the emotions of this very intense moment that he was having, I suspect when he looks back at this game, he will want to do the fourth quarter differently. He was out of his typical rotation, so I think that should be paid attention to because of the minute restrictions. But in the fourth quarter of this game, this could have gone either way, and Victor was not really able to deliver for the Spurs. When he comes back in the game with 5 minutes to go, that's a spot, his team is down 5 where he can affect the game. That's how he affected the game in the semifinals when they beat the Thunder. But he kind of lets the Knicks off the hook. He takes 3 long jumpers. And I know he can hit that outside shot. But what's happened this year, he's gone to the next level by not settling. He settled actually for 4 shots on the outside in the fourth quarter. Didn't score as the Knicks zoomed past the Spurs. And so I think Victor can get better in those spots, and I think he will.
I suspect that if anyone is going to be into the film room in the next couple of days, it is going to be Victor Wembanyama. But hey,